Ya Ali Madad, welcome to this video lesson. In our previous lesson, we explored the rich symbolism behind the Ismaili flag, learning how its colors and patterns represent peace, sacrifice, and the spiritual connection to our Imams. Today, we'll attempt to learn another important symbol of our faith, the Ismaili Crown and Monogram. Drawing insights from Allamah Nasiruddin Nasir Hunzai's book, Maqalat-i Nasiri, we will uncover the key ideas in a way that's simple and easy to understand. The Ismaili crown isn't just a decorative piece. It's a powerful spiritual symbol that reflects the eternal existence of true Islam and the spiritual kingdom mentioned in the Quran. As long as the book and its wisdom exist, the chain of imamat will continue, guiding people towards spiritual enlightenment. During the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, both the Prophet and the Imam were present. But after the Prophet's demise, the cycle of imamat began and continues to this day, ensuring ongoing spiritual guidance. Let's learn this blessed verse in the form of a chant.
فقد آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة وآتيناهم ملكا نزيما فقد آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة وآتيناهم ملكا نزيما فقد آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة وآتيناهم
Notice the turra or the crest on the crown. It leans towards the right. This symbolizes the light of guidance that flows from the Imam of the time. The Quran tells us in Surah 13, Ayat 7, "For every people there is a guide." This guide in every era is the Imam of the time. The crown reminds us that we can only access this guidance through the recognition of the Imam, which often happens through the teachings of the Hujjat or peer. In Ottawa, 27 February 2014, Maulana Hazar Imam delivered a historic address to the Parliament of Canada. Before signing a protocol of understanding between the Ismaili Imamat and the Government of Canada with the Right Stephen Harper, Prime Minister of Canada. The Ismaili Imamat is a supranational entity representing the succession of Imams since the time of the Prophet. But let me clarify something more about the history of that role. In both the Sunni and Shia interpretations of the Muslim faith, In time, the Shia were also subdivided over this question, so that today the Ismailis are the only Shia community who, throughout history, have been led by a living, hereditary Imam in direct descent from the Prophet. The Ismaili monogram features a crescent symbolizing spiritual progress, moving from a crescent towards becoming a full moon. In the cycle of Imamat, the Imam is the sun and the Hujjat or Pir takes on the role of the moon, guiding believers towards enlightenment. The Ismaili monogram features a crescent symbolizing spiritual progress, moving from a crescent towards becoming a full moon in the cycle of Imamat. The Imam is the sun and the Hujjat or Pir takes on the role of the moon, guiding believers towards enlightenment. Allamah Nasiruddin Nasir Hunzai writes, "We can only access this guidance through the recognition of the Imam, which often happens through the teachings of the Hujjat or Pir." The crescent also represents personal progress in spirituality. As believers grow in knowledge, the light they receive increases, much like how the crescent grows into a full moon. In the Quran, we read in Surah 66, Ayat 8, "Our Lord, perfect our light for us and forgive us." Let's learn this blessed verse in the form of a chant a few times.
Rabbana Atimimlana Nurana Waghfirlana. 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 Rabbana Atimimlana Nurana Waghfirlana.
About the crescent, there is a sequence of pearls tied together by a single rope. This reminds us of the Qur'anic command on Surah 3, Ayat 103. Hold firmly to the rope of Allah and do not divide. Together, these pearls and the rope symbolizes the chain of Imamat, connecting the unbroken chain of the light of Imamat, living and present in every age. Let's learn this blessed verse in the form of a chant a few times. In both the Ismaili Crown and Monogram, we see deep meanings related to spiritual progress, guidance, and unity. The crown teaches us that the light of guidance comes through recognizing the Imam of the time. The monogram shows how spiritual progress is possible, both individually and collectively, by following the teachings of the Imam and Hujjat or Peer. These symbols are reminders of the continuous presence of divine guidance throughout time, illuminating the path of those who seek it. We hope this lesson has helped you understand the spiritual significance of the Ismaili crown and monogram. Remember, these symbols are not just historical. They inspire us to grow spiritually and seek the light of knowledge in our everyday lives. Thank you, and Ya Ali Madad.